Hello. So, Space Haven just got a new update very recently, and they've added a lot of cool new stuff to this game, so I thought I'd go over it with y'all. So, first thing to go over, research. There's new research, quite a few. So first of all, we got grains and hops. They have various purposes, such as making beverages. I don't know what other various purposes there are, but here you can use them to make beer or mild alcohol. That's an alcohol beverage machine. You can give them a chance to grab a nice drink for themselves. This facility does not produce crates. Crew members use it directly to acquire drinks for themselves to be consumed right away. Well, that's nice. It means there's less clutter. It doesn't create any extra storage issues. So, I'm not sure what mild alcohol does. I mean, I guess it lifts the mood, right? And enables friendly interactions more often with among the crew members, right? And the crew member interaction system, the crew member relationship system has been altered, so we'll go over that later. Now, here's the big one. Surgical Enhancement Facility. So, capable of the delicate and invasive process of installing cybernetic augmentations, requires a skilled medic to operate, and the patient will need to recover afterwards. Yeah, I imagine. So, stage 1 of the research. Dissect human corpse 3. So, yeah, you're going to have to find some dead bodies on ships, hopefully. I mean, that's the easiest way to get them, unless you're doing a crew combat or pirating or whatever. Or I guess you can kill your own guys if they're useless. Well, actually I have a video on killing your own crewmates. It's kind of complicated, but yeah, I would not advise. Anyway, so researching this enables 3 different surgical enhancements. Implanted rebreather reduces oxygen consumption by 50%, which is very nice. I guess it'll conserve oxygen consumption on your own ship. I don't know if you really have to worry about that. I guess you'll use less water and carbon. So, it converts CO2 from each exhalation back into CO2 and adds it back into the next inhalation. The user consumes oxygen more slowly, though must occasionally cough up the resulting waste carbon. I don't know what that means. I don't know if there's going to be carbon floating around in the air, or what. If that's going to cause any health issues, hopefully not. Coughing up carbon seems like it might be a bad thing. Oh, it's an O2 right here, in lungs. Very nice. And of course, it'll be very useful for going on derelict ships, because oxygen is a limited resource when you're in a spacesuit. But there are now oxygen tanks you can take with you to carry extra oxygen. So, yeah, that's a nice new addition. Implanting skill acquired, medical 5. Medical 6, medical 6, medical 6. Oh yeah, there's a lot of them. So yeah, I'm just going to go over what they do. Ocular implant, accuracy plus 15%, which is very good. You know, 15% is quite a big buff when, I guess accuracy 100% means you hit every time, or like almost every time. Increases accuracy, reduces the effects of low light environments. Interesting. I guess some people are afraid of the dark. So yeah, that'll be very good for making warriors more effective when you're going up against aliens or other humans. Other humans' accuracy might be more valuable because it's gunfights, gun on gun combat. And then synthetic stomach lining, immune to eating human meat, eating monster meat, eating spoiled food, and nausea. So this is also very good, which means you know, you can eat meat alternatives without your crew members getting sick or suffering psychological effects. I mean, I don't know if eating human meat is like unhealthy for you. Imagine it's like the psychological effect that does it for you. But I guess this does away with that as well. So that'll enable you to save on having to buy artificial meat or grow it yourself, which is very very useful. Nausea, always bad. I guess it can just happen if like you eat any spoiled food or like eat too much food or get sick or whatever. So that's nice. So implanting requiring medical 6. I guess this is a simpler one, but this makes medical skills more valuable because before I think medical skills were only used to heal chronic wounds in the medical beds, because like otherwise the medical beds are just used for resting in, and they just increase the speed at which you recover. So yeah. And now we have the anatomical augmentations. Energy plus 20. So yeah, obviously very good. Energy is what enables you to do more stuff, and like if you run out of energy you pass out, which of course is the determining factor when you're in a battle, right? You have, when you run out of energy, you get damage. You run out of energy when you get damaged, and so yeah, this will enable you to hold on in fights much longer. And of course, health 20, always good. More health, always good. Oh wow, we need to dissect a human corpse and an android corpse for this one. Okay, yeah, I guess you need to reverse engineer the android technology. Oh, you need to for this one you need to disassemble an android corpse. The hippocampal booster, learning plus 25%. So yeah, very good, especially if it's one of the crewmates with high intelligence and a lot of skill points they can learn. Synthetic platelets recovery 33%. So yeah, very good. Of course, I'd say this is good for people with high zest, right? So they can take a lot of damage. They're tanks. They can tank a lot of damage, and then they can recover really fast. They can recover that health faster, right? And of course, this will probably go well with these implants over here. Neural augmentation, cerebral cap, accident minus 12. This will be good for workers, right? And of course, working speed plus 15, also good for workers. These two will be good for, yeah, those things. And then prefrontal microcontroller. This is interesting. Increases a specific skill potential by +1. And anchored to the head inside of the skull, behind the forehead, which is like right where your the important parts of your brain are. The seat of your consciousness is right in the, what is it called? Oh, mine's not working very well apparently. I gotta stop smoking so much goddamn weed. It's fucking up my brain. Anyway, the prefrontal cortex. Is that what it's called? Oh yeah, prefrontal, right here. Anyway, oh my gosh, I'm wasting time. Anyway, yeah, this will be good for, increasing skills. I would imagine I'll use this for increasing weapon skills, right? Because weapon skills are, like, very valuable for combat scenarios, and sometimes it's like a person has good zest, perception, bravery, and all that, which are what you need to be a good warrior, but they'll have lackluster weapon skills. Because, like, you need, like, a minimum of 3 weapon skills to use a lot of weapons. A lot of the good weapons. So, maybe this will, if someone only has weapon skill 2, you can use this. Or, like, or any skill that you need more of. So, yeah. Sometimes their weapon skill is only 4 or 5, and you can get up to 6 or 7, and that makes a pretty big difference when you're in the heat of battle. So, new stuff over here. Oh, here we go. The oxygen tank, portable oxygen tank, providing supplemental oxygen. So, oh right. So if you look in the inventory, there are different pockets now. There were like some of these previously, like this. This was used. This was never used, the secondary one. Now it is used. Now you can have a primary weapon and a secondary weapon. You can use any weapon in your primary, and then you can have a secondary weapon like a pistol, or now they have laser pistols even. So that's interesting. And you can manually switch which weapon they're using. And the oxygen tanks go in one of these 3 pockets, so I guess you can carry 3 oxygen tanks with you, which is more than enough oxygen to last you for quite a while. So yeah, you can deploy an oxygen tank on the grounds, and then with the crew member drafted, right-click the mouse button on the oxygen tank to bring up the controls, and then I guess you can siphon oxygen out of that. So that's very nice. You don't have to worry about running out of oxygen, especially, of course, if you have the implanted rebreather. Seems like a relatively... This is the only one that requires medical 5. All the other ones have medical 6. So yeah. Here is the interesting stuff. Laser weapons. Hell yeah. Laser pistol is a high-tech sidearm, emitting a high concentrated beam of coherent light with enough wattage to do noticeable damage. So I used this in another game previously. I bought it from some merchants, and it's pretty good. As you can see, damage 30.6, attack 12 to 40, and accuracy plus 10. That's good. So this has, the laser pistol alone is like better than an assault rifle, I think. A classic assault rifle, because like it increases your accuracy plus 10, and the assault rifle does that too. All the other weapons decrease your accuracy, while all the other basic weapons, because this, look at this, increases accuracy by 30%. And look, attack 24 to 50, damage 35.2, then they have a cooldown. The laser pistol has a slower cooldown. So let's compare that to these weapons over here. Damage 32.1, cooldown 0.7. Oh wait, that is better than the laser pistol, isn't it? But attack 9 to 36. This has attack 12 to 40, and then longer cooldown and less damage though. So what's the difference between damage per second and attack? I wonder. Yeah, this says higher damage per second and lower cooldown, so laser pistol slightly about as good as an assault rifle, maybe. I used this in another game, and the projectile travels pretty slowly. If you notice, like, you might have noticed, like, the bullets travel kind of slow, the projectiles. Actually, it seems like the assault rifle projectile traveled faster than, like, others, and it seems like the shotgun projectiles traveled slowly, which I guess makes sense. But you'd think the bullets would travel pretty fast, and you'd think a laser, if it's shooting light, it would travel like at the speed of light, but I guess not. I don't know if it's really a laser or what. So yeah, this has higher damage, but also a higher cooldown than a assault rifle, but it increases your accuracy by 30%, which is very good. Yeah, 20% higher than an assault rifle. And so then we come to this plasma weapons. Oh yes. Oh, interesting. Okay, so plasma rifle increases your accuracy by 20%. So looks like laser rifle is the most accurate weapon there is in the game. Maybe that makes sense because laser, if it's just shooting light, it has probably little recoil, whereas plasma, I don't know. Superheated bolts of plasma, maybe that has some recoil to it. So yeah, damage 37, damage per second 37, has a higher cooldown, I don't know if a higher cooldown means that it takes longer to shoot a shot. I imagine that's what it means. And attack 40 to 60. So you notice like the range of attack goes like 40 to 60. It starts very high at 40. Whereas if you notice, like, it starts 24, 12. I don't know if that means like when it does hit, the damage it does varies by this much. Actually, I guess that makes sense, because damage per second is 37, but the cooldown, I guess, is longer than a second, so it does more than 37 damage per shot. Now, the plasma cluster gun is this very special weapon. It releases smaller sub-munitions on impact, so I'd like to see this in action. I really would. Oh, wow. Damage per second 77.1. Cooldown 1.05. Attack 6 to 24. I guess that means it really just like shoots a bunch of different projectiles. And maybe that's included in the damage per second, but not the attack. Maybe the attack means like the initial attack, and then the damage per second includes like all the subsequent attacks. So yeah, very cool. I'd love to see these in action, and I'll get them researched as soon as I can. Yeah, I had to build new research stations since I already researched everything else there is to research, and then they added new stuff. So yeah, and when you have to do an experiment on shotguns and assault rifles for this, and for this, experiment on pistol and assault rifle, so, and energy rods. Oh, and energium and hyperium for this. I guess that's what you need to make plasma. So keep that in mind, and then a lot of research to do after that. Might have to rebuild your research workbench. And then bulletproof vest. Experiment on fabric, steel plates, and plastics. So basic armor helps absorb the impact and reduce penetration to the torso from firearm projectiles, and protection plus 10%. It says firearm projectiles, so I don't know if it protects you from like alien bites or hauler slashes. That would be nice if it did. It doesn't sound like it does though. You'd think an armored vest would do that, but it says firearm projectiles again. And then protection 25% plus, as opposed to 10%. So yeah, if you can get an armored vest, that'll be really worth it. Balance, lightness, and comfort with good protection. Very nice. Oh, and a lot of experiments. 2 plastics, 2 steel plates. Oh, and you gotta do an experiment on a bulletproof vest. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'd like to see if it protects against alien attacks, but if it's just firearm projectiles, this will make crew-to-crew combat a lot more interesting. I wonder if firearm projectiles includes laser and plasma weapons, because it says it helps reduce penetration and impact wounds, but like lasers cause burn wounds now. I noticed when I was fighting aliens with a laser pistol, it caused burn wounds instead of open wounds, so maybe it doesn't protect against lasers, and I'd imagine superheated bolts of plasma would do burn wounds as well, so yeah. And this is interesting too, researching remote control and a sentry gun. This will be cool. So I'd imagine you'll place sentry guns right at the entrances to your ship, right in front of the airlocks. In addition to placing cover objects near them, you can place these. It's an unmanned weapon capable of firing upon enemy targets, controlled by a crew member through a remote control unit. To deploy, with a crew member drafted and a remote control in use, click and hold right mouse button on a tile position to bring up the unit control buttons. So I guess remote control is something you put crew member puts in their pocket. Needed to control deployable items such as sentry guns. Skill required weapons 1. What's this? Both of these require... Oh, yeah. You gotta do experiments on electronics, components, and plastics. 2 each. So, I'm not sure how these sentry guns work. if you build them on the ground and they can't be moved. That's probably what it is. And then I don't know how to use the remote control. I guess we'll have to find out. So, yep, that's all the new research you got to do. I'm looking forward to using the new weapons and the new armor and surgical enhancements, of course. I'm gonna make some great warriors. I'm gonna give my warriors more energy, health, more accuracy, more healing, and they're going to be unstoppable. They're going to be like killing machines, especially with these new attack and defense and extra weapon skills. Okay, so that's nice. So that's the research, and as you can see, oh, and it shows how many tools they have on them, how much accuracy and weapon skills they have. And what's this? Ooh, loadout. The crew member will aim to seek out and replenish the items set in the loadout settings from the current ship or station. Ooh, very nice. Oh, remote control can be a primary weapon. Okay, what about pocket? Oh, Sentry Gun X1 can be put in the pocket. So I guess you deploy it on the grounds, and then some other crew member can control it, probably. Okay, that's interesting. I guess we'll have to research that and find out. And then armor, bulletproof vest, armored vest. Yep, and secondary can be pistols, laser or 5.7, and then that. Okay. Ah, you can only have 2 augmentations at once. 2 augmentations on each person. Okay. That's good to know. So yeah, I'll have to pick. I guess if I want to make good warriors, I'll do the accuracy and extra energy. I guess depends on like the roles. Maybe you can have like one person who's like the sniper, who you give a plasma rifle to, and you give them the ocular implants, and they can be like the sniper, right? Then you can have a tank, someone with very high zest. You can give them extra energy and health, or maybe extra recovery rate, so they can tank a lot of damage and recover really fast, right? So yeah, you can mix and match. Wait, what are the different... Oh right, having the rebreather is always good. And then these will be for workers who stay on the ship. Learning plus 25. So yeah, mix and match, find out what works best for you. And then, I don't know what the purpose of this loadout is. I guess you can use up the oxygen tanks, so you can replenish them automatically, right? I don't know if these get used up, if they get shot too much, they just fall apart. Yeah. Anyway. Okay, so another thing they changed. Oh, here we go. The relationship bar. Oh, and the emotes, too. They have different emotes now. You see that? They have smiley face and frowny face. Maybe they had that before, but a bunch of different emotes. A bunch of different pictograms that they show. Could have sworn they had someone said human meat sometime, like they wanted to eat human meat. Or, I don't know. Maybe they saw it and they were grossed out. But I'm looking forward to seeing all the new ways the crew interact with each other. And now the relationships are acquaintances. Everyone starts out as an acquaintance, and they eventually become friends. I mean, hopefully they eventually become friends. I don't know if that means, like, if people, like, don't like each other, they become enemies, and then they have bad relationships. I don't know. Because before it was like, it was either like a plus value or like a minus value, and you can have like different levels of friendship. in between different people. So I don't. That might be a better system. I don't know what this means. Maybe this simplifies things. Maybe the relationship system was too good, was too complex, because you could have like plus 70 or plus 80 for some people, and some people really didn't like each other and they had like minus 70, minus 60 between each other. So yeah, I don't know if like there's different levels of acquaintance or different levels of friends, like if some people are better friends than others, than other friends. Just not sure. This is something that's different. You see this question mark right here next to the derelict ship? That means you haven't explored it before. And that shows up on the map too, which is convenient. Wait, why does it not show up here? It shows up here. Okay, that's weird. It showed up on the other game. It'll see the question mark right next to the symbol right here. So here's another thing, the asteroid field logo, or the thing, looks a little bit better. I don't know. Yeah, it looks better. It looks different. Yeah, maybe this asteroid field was bigger. So that's something. I think they had planets before. I don't know if they have different planets now, maybe. Oh, we didn't explore over here yet? Cool. So, yeah, that's a little something. And then it'll show like a little circle around the one you've selected, which is, I don't think they had that before, so that's nice. Let's see, what else is there? That might be about everything. So I like this update. There's a lot of cool new stuff. Oh, I remember seeing something about the news where it's like you can possibly roleplay as like different factions when you start out. Maybe I should check to see if there's that in here. Let me see, am I missing something? Remote control. Yeah, so looking forward to this, to seeing what this new update brings. Yeah, let's check right now. New game. We'll love again. Yeah, still only 3 scenarios. AI ship-to-ship battle strategy. Normal? Wait. Easy, normal, hard. This is normal too. I don't know what hard would be. Because I know they target your systems, target your weapon systems, or hyperdrives if they're driving up. Enemies enabled. Friends. Ooh, lovers enabled. Ooh, finally. Finally, we're going to get some lovers up in here. So, yeah, it kind of bothered me how, like, people will all constantly be being rejected. Like, every once in a while, you'd see, like, in the conditions, like, got rejected. I made a move on my crush and they rejected me. This sucks. And nobody ever got accepted. There was never like, hey, I made a move with my crush and they accepted me. This rules. I have a girlfriend now, or a boyfriend. Seemed like I was raising a bunch of incel losers, but now we have lovers. I'm looking forward to seeing how lovers interact, if they sleep together, if they're probably not gonna have babies or anything, right? That'd be too complicated. No. And then faction rules. Relationship decay. What does this mean? Does this mean like pirates slowly worsen our relationship because they're pirates and they just want to pirate all our shit? And so if we don't keep being nice to them, then they're eventually going to turn against us? Guess so. Allow crew customization. Roll edit and full edit. Oh, roll means like re-rolling your characters. Editing means like Because like re-rolling just gives you another random character with her, whereas full edit required means you can customize your characters. Interstellar threat level. This is yeah, Sirius is very bad. It lasts for days, man. It's brutal on brutal. Killing ship's presence. Okay. Dismantling returns all resources. This is a bitch on harsh and brutal difficulty. You'll run out of tech blocks and energy blocks. Well, tech blocks mostly. Very fast. So yeah. What I like to do on brutal is only change one thing, and that's the derelict ship's presence. I like to change it from rare to medium, just because having more derelict ships around is more fun. The derelict resource amount is still very low, though. So, yeah. So, technology settings. Setting on start unlocked. That would be nice. Yes. Oh, enemies. So there are enemies among the crew members. I guess so, yeah. Well, that's too bad. I wouldn't want anyone to be enemies. So, yeah. Cool new update. I'll update you. Well, update you on the update. Once I do all the research and everything, I'll use some plasma weapons. Thank you for watching, and hope you look forward to that. I'll be putting out... We'll meet again soon. Under the sky. Well, I'll see ya. And, yeah, sorry, non sequitur Dave, I did not see your chat. I was not paying attention to my chat. Well, I promise I will next time, okay? Thanks for watching, and see you, Spacefarer.